Alpha Niner calling Science Station Hermes.
Alpha Niner, this is Science Station Hermes. We read you 555.
Roger, Hermes. All cleared. Sector Gamma Delta 4. Request clearance for landing.
That's Roger, Alpha Niner. You are cleared for landing. Switch to station control.
Switching to station control. Synced and locked.
Alpha Niner, be advised Zulu Command once you're ready for debriefing.
Roger, Control.
Sir, reading an Antares battlecruiser in Sector 7. Alert status. Clear weapon interlocks. Alert Zulu Command to our situation.
Alpha Niner, scramble.
Roger, Control.
Moving into attack position, beginning my run now.
Sir, we lost Alpha 9. Divert full power to shields. Scramble already cracked. Shields down to 80%, sir. Stay on those shields. I need full power. Shields down to 60%. 50% and dropping. Launch emergency distress beacon now.
Hello and welcome to a new series for the channel. This is probably the first in a number of classic games I shall be looking at from the 90s and 2000s. This is Master of Orion II. It's a sequel to Master of Orion, obviously, it's in the title, which I kind of had a look at, but I decided it was probably a little too classic. Master of Orion II is the version that has had the highest level of satisfaction, and people still play it multiplayer to this day. So we won't be looking at multiplayer ourselves. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone I can play this against at the moment, but we're going to have a look at the solo campaign. So what do we have here? It's a 4X game, so it's the usual, bit like Civilization. You're trying to create an empire and wipe out your opponents, or become elected leader of the Galactic Council. Yeah. This has got quite a place in my sort of affections. This is the game that destroyed my brother's first PC. Now, just to explain that, we used to play this multiplayer against each other, and this is back in the days when you'd take two computers and you'd connect them together with serial cables. It wasn't networking. I suppose we could have done networking, but networking was quite an expensive piece of kit back then. So the way you used to do it with two PCs is you'd connect them together using this serial port, which I don't even think exists on modern PCs anymore now. It's pretty much gone. And for some reason, when we tried to do that, there must have been some sort of power surge or something that didn't quite work right, because my brother's AST Advantage Adventure 4066D it was a 486 machine, kind of fried, and he has never let that go ever since. Obviously he's had far better, much more computers since that point. I'm talking 20 years ago at least. 20? Maybe not 20, maybe we're talking 18, 17 years ago, something like that. I actually think, from what I understand, he still has a AST Advantage Adventure 4066D. He actually got one off eBay because he missed it that much. Fun memories. Okay, let's have a look at the game. We're going to go with a new game. Because I haven't played this in like forever. Do I? Not impossible. Absolutely not impossible. Easy, average, hard. Well, there's easy and there's average and there's hard and there's impossible. That's 4 levels, so really I shouldn't... Well, no, there's 5 if you say tutor. Let's go with average. We'll go with a huge galaxy, because why not? We'll go with organic rich, is probably a good idea, or mineral rich. Let's go with mineral rich, I think. That will obviously give... Well, now this depends. This depends on which civilization I go for. Whether I go for one which is capable of coping in this sort of environment or not. 8 players, yeah. We'll go with advanced tech level. Let's not have to start right at the start with researching the very first things. Let's get straight in there. Tactical combat. Strategic means the computer will play out any combats for you, returning the results, and design the ships for you as well. Well, let's keep this simple. Random events. Yeah, why not? And Antares attack. Okay, the Antares are the big bad guys. They will randomly attack different civilizations, and eventually you can take the attack to them, I believe. Yeah, you go to their dimension and try and attack them. So we'll leave that enabled and we shall accept. Okay, now we get to choose what race we want to be. There's obviously humans, nicely demonstrated by Richard O'Brien here. Or is it Patrick Stewart? One or the other. So we have the humans, who are charismatic and good at democracy and diplomacy as well. The Galactans have plus food production, plus industrial production, large home world, uncreative, and unification. Uncreative means that you don't really get large numbers of choices about what you research. If I remember rightly, there's about 6 or 8 different strands of research. You normally get to choose from one of 3 items with any of those strands, and the Galactans don't. They only get to choose 1. The other options are hidden because they are uncreative. Don't fancy that one. Trollarians are aquatic, trans-dimensional, and a dictatorship. Trans-dimensional, I'm not sure about what that one does for you. Aquatic means that water worlds are much better than ones that are not watery. Silicoids have a population growth of -50, lithivore, repulsive, tolerant, and dictatorship. Tolerant kind of sort of don't understand that one. Repulsive basically means that you have absolutely bugger all diplomacy going on. You cannot trade with silicoids. If you're playing the silicoids, you can't trade with anybody else. Yeah, nobody wants to know you. Sacre, population growth plus 100, like the sound of that. Food production plus 1, espionage -10, subterranean, large home world, and feudal. That's normally a pretty decent option. Illyrians, ship defense, ship offense, telepathic, yeah, okay. These ones get into your head and are supposedly good at fighting. may be an option. The Daleks are absolutely nothing to do with Daleks. Put your Doctor Who to one side. These are the Daleks. The Daleks are good at espionage. They're very good with spies. They're spies, and despite what they look like here, can actually sort of blend in. So that makes a good option for that. They have stealth ships, so you don't see where they are, and they are a dictatorship. I'm not quite sure what dictatorship does, but the Cylons, spelled with a P. Notice, nothing to do with a certain Battlestar Galactica. They are science-based, so scientific research +2, which is good. Large home world, good. Creative and dictatorship, or creative is good. Low gravity is unfortunately a problem because a lot of places have either normal or high gravity, which means that you're gonna suffer. Merchants, for those who like pussycats, yeah, they're also quite good at fighting. They have a rich home world and they are warlords. Borathi, dogs, cats, yeah. Good again at combat, high gravity and dictatorship, so they suffer in low gravity areas, I believe. The Alkari have an home world that has artifacts, not quite sure what that one does. And the Meklars are cybernetic with +2 industrial production. Cybernetic is interesting because I believe that means you don't have to worry too much about, because they're already encased in a suit effectively, you don't have to worry about terraforming planets. So it's a bit of a look at the draw, and we shall roll the dice, and we rolled a 2, double 1, 1, 2. Okay. Purple. Always purple. Anyone who doesn't choose purple, I'm sorry, you're doing it wrong. Okay, so here we are in the main screen. So these are the various systems that we know the names of, and this being an advanced setup, we already have 3 systems. We have Meklar, Croy, and Canopus. That's how these are my systems. I can decide how to pronounce them. Already suffering from -2 food. We're not producing enough food, apparently. That's very clever. Oh, we've got 4 systems actually. We've got this one over here as well. Okay. Very good. And who are our neighbours? Let's have a look. We have yellow, green, and cyan. Okay. Oh, keep your eye on the blue, the cyan, because it's the Daleks. We have quite a few actually, don't we? So where? Okay, so the humans are down here. The humans appear to only have 2 systems. Either that or there's some that are outside range, or I can't see. I'm not sure there. Nope, the humans just appear to have 2 systems. My, said the spider to the fly. Daleks are up here. Silicoids are over here. Borathi, and I've forgotten already. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Borathi. Gas giant. That's not a very good system at all. Don't know what that one is. Okay, any leaders available? No, there isn't. We'll worry about that later. let's have a look at our planets. Home system of Meklar. We have a starbase. And we have a destroyer and 2 battleships ready to go. So, before we do anything, let's have a look at this food situation. So if we go to colonies, put my teeth in. So it does seem that if it's radiated, though, we do need to produce a radiation shield before we can do anything. But huge desert, heavy gravity, normal gravity. So, So who's doing what? So everyone's doing about plus. Oh, you're not actually doing anything food-wise. You're producing +1. Wow. Okay, in that case, let's shuffle a couple of other people instead. There we go. So you guys are both doing +2 food instead of the +1 and the +0 that you two guys were doing. Okay. And we'll start looking at what to build. So the question is going to be, what do we want to do? What sort of tactic? So we have this area. We probably don't want to mess with the Bulrathi, but there's definitely some systems here which are up for grabs. Not that one though. Gas giant, gas giant. That's annoying. We also have the system of Orion showing as well. This is the system that the original game was named after. Orion is a absolutely lovely god of an even. Wow, one sec. Right, one glug of water later, hopefully I can now pronounce things. A Garden of Eden type place is what I am trying to say. So Orion, the planet, is huge. It's a Gaia planet, so it's the absolute best level that you could possibly ever terraform a planet to. It can sustain a maximum population of 25 and it is ultra rich, and it's got a whole pile of asteroid belts as well, which there is technology that can be used to turn asteroid belts back into planets and to collect all the bits and produce planets out of them, I think. Or is that just gas giants? I'll check. But you can create artificial planets basically. But Orion is defended by the Guardian, and at this point, frankly, we don't stand a chance. So we'll leave the Guardian until later. Right, at this point I think it's going to be a grab for technology and territory. So let's see, definitely lots of options there. So let's take this, let's take one battleship to Talum. Not fantastic. Neither is that. It's got one system. Okay. Nope. Slightly better. It's ocean, but it's poor. See, that's pretty much a given because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 planets, and then you can probably convert that one as well. So that's an obvious. Possibly 2 there. Possibly 3, but nowhere to start. Nothing at all. 1. That's probably a decent one. As is that. So, let's take one this way, one that way. Those are the three systems we are going to try and claim and produce a sort of Meklar chunk in the middle here. And then perhaps we can come down. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Can we actually, so we'll get into there, can we? 7 turns to Talos. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, you go to tell him. Yeah. How do I pick the other one? Okay. So, let's have a look at research. Now then, thinking this through, if we are going for a land grab, we are probably going to want to get up and running pretty quickly with industries and all that sort of stuff. So, let's have a look at trying to remember if there's like a version of the advisors in this game. I don't think there is. So we've got quite a decent income. Let's go with a radiation shield, which I think is the only thing blocking us from farming on certain places. Okay, so that should be 21 turns, thereabouts. Let's go and talk to our neighbours. Let's go and have an audience with the silicoids. Hi. Declare war, surrender, or goodbye. Like I said, silicoids, you can't really do diplomacy with them. Let's go talk to Borathi. Let's see. Oh, I am interested in soil enrichment. They want robo miners. Okay. Planetary stock exchange. Okay. How about a research treaty? Excellent. Goodbye. Try and spread a little bit of friendship everywhere. That music. Okay, let's... Oh, hydroponic farm. I like the idea of that. For fusion bomb. Okay. And I am also interested in... Let's go with battle station for a pollution processor. Okay. Let's have a research agreement. Goodbye. We'll worry about non-aggression and all that later. In a way, once you get people sort of invested... Yeah, we're still doing good on cash at the moment, I think. What was I doing? Did I not just trade for radiation shield? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I can't remember. So let's go and talk to the Daleks. Oops. Let's see. Fusion drive, why not? Tachyon communications, why not? Research. Goodbye. So I'm now down to +1 with gold. But I should be massively increasing my research rate. That's the idea. So wow. Let's not worry about taxis at the moment. There is the humans still to look at. Let's have a look at what they have to offer. And the spirit of friendship. Oh, that's nice. You don't seem to have that much tech. Well, it's not that much tech that I don't already have. How about a research treaty? Yes, lovely. And then I'm going to take the last tech that you've got. And how about non-aggression? Goodbye. So far so good. So -13 now when it comes to cold hard cash. Let's have a look at what our colonies can do. First of all, let's identify our highest production place. So you produce 5. In fact, the way to do that is to basically move everybody over and check down. So 5, 4, 7. I see. You don't have to balance all of these places exactly. If somewhere is short of food, like this one is here, it will pick up spare food from other places as long as you have enough freighters to do that. The more you have to move things from one place to another, like if I was to move all those there, the number of freighters will go up and down. So if I assign you guys here and leave you producing trade goods, that has taken the edge off our income. Everybody else, let's get you moving. So automated factory is always very good. Robo miner plant. And that will do for now. Let's run through this with the others. Automated and robo miner. Let's get to going on production basically. Robo miner. Oh, that was Meklar II. Okay. I'll stick with trade goods for now. Robo miner. And robo miner. Probably try to do this a little quicker than number of turns being shown. Let's try and get these into single figures. Nice. There we go. That income's still looking low. But it will improve. Do I want to jump straight into trade deals with people, because this can get expensive very quickly. Trade deals cost you money to start off with, but then cost less later. So now up to 39 turns. It's not fantastic, but we do have these trade deals, so that will help. Let's see, no enemies. Let's sort by mineral abundance, non-hostile environment, normal gravity, not really. So this is another way of looking at where to go and colonize. Canopus 2 apparently is a really good option. Which is one of our systems. So something else that we can look at is when he's finished up with the factories, we can start looking at a colony base which will colonize a planet within the same system. But for now, let's see the next turn. The entire Meklar race will kneel before the mighty Silicoid Empire. It is only a matter of time. Oh, they're not so friendly after all then. This is the point where all the races introduce themselves. We've kind of already spoke to most of them. Like a cat with a mouse, we enjoy playing with our prey before destroying it. Well, you're not really the cats, are you? Are you? Really? Lasting policy of friendship will serve to benefit both of our empires, says the race, which is obviously the most crony type race you'll ever meet in this game. The human people feel no fear seeing glorious Meklar ships speed through the night skies. We know that you will honor us with peace and brotherhood. That's what you think. Do not attempt to stand in the way of Darlock mastery. We will rule the galaxy. You are powerless to stop us. And I think that will do for this episode. That's your basic introduction. We will see you next time, where we will start getting up to speed, start grabbing more territory, and taking a closer look at these humans and whether or not they can defend themselves. Bye for now.